All right, welcome back to Let's Play with Honey. No, that's totally not right. Welcome to Honey's vlog. I'm Honey. Hiya. And I wanted to go ahead and wrap up Minecon. I know. There's been like 3 vlogs already dedicated to Minecon. I'm really, totally aware of that. But it was a huge thing in my life, and I really wanted to do a wrap up where I could just like finish off a few fun stories and memories and show pictures of all the awesome people. Well, not even all the awesome people, some of the awesome people that I got to meet and hang out with. Because honestly, I didn't take my camera out very much at all. I was just more in the moment and enjoying the ride. Go figure. It doesn't sound anything like me, right? Okay, so basically, we were talking about Minecon, and I've kind of gone over the first day, and you get there, and it was just awesome to start meeting people, and we had so much fun at the Minecraft party. We'll always forget that. So glad I went ahead and got that ticket. Then, of course, it was super loud. It was super late, and all the day of traveling and all the excitement. The next day, we were all late. We were all tired. But we got through. We got done. Once we got moving, everything was great. And again, we got to meet so many people. Now that first day, I did actually make it into the main area, the convention center proper, and I got to look at all the stuff. I'll be honest, really, it was really small for what I thought it was going to be. And the biggest, most popular section was like vendor. Oh my goodness, I just forgot who it was. Oh, the main vendor that was selling all the t-shirts and the swords and the stuff. I mean, they had a huge section, and there were lines like crazy. Oh my goodness, was stuff expensive. But anyway, that's another story. Like I say, kind of a sum up thing. Really enjoyed it. Got to go, of course, to the theme park that night, which was so much fun. I did ride a roller coaster, and it scared the crap out of me, and I almost got sick. And it was very tight. I also think she tried to break my ribs when she strapped me down. But yeah, that was exciting. That was exciting. And the butterbeer and the whole experience, it had been raining off and on that day, but it stopped raining while we were there. We just barely got missed on a couple of times. It was so wonderful. All of the hugs, Rob chasing me down and squeezing me for giggles. It was just so exciting. And then, of course, that last day, everything winding down, the Minecraft panel was phenomenal. I got to go to the music parody panel with Josh, and it was phenomenal. Really fun to see the different guys that do a lot of the parodies and a lot of music on YouTube as a living, and it was really interesting. Hodge had asked me to go when he met me at the park the night before. So yeah, walked over there and did that. And that morning, the last morning, I really haven't told you guys much about Lady and I. Well, Lady Onyx offered me to share her room and have an extra bed. And we had so much fun. We giggled, and I tried not to giggle, and we just had a great time together. And that morning of the last day of Minecon, that Sunday, she cooked us breakfast. Now, she had already had some food around. We'd made late night snack and a sandwich, like when we got home from the theme park. And then that next day, that Sunday morning, she made us breakfast. And I want to say but I was in bed when it happened. I was just sitting there watching. She may have burnt this. The sausage wasn't burnt, but the pan may have burnt a little bit. And the smoke alarm went off in our room, and all of a sudden, it's like, oh no, we don't want we don't want the firemen to be called, or we don't want the management to come down there. And she handed me a couple of paper plates, and I was standing on my bed in my pajamas, waving air with paper towels waving the smoke away from the smoke alarm to smoke detector to try to get it to shut up. Which it did. And we just stood there like, please, please, please. Shh. But it was fun. And of course we tweeted out about that and went back and forth. There's a lot of, Twitter shenanigans and fun back and forth, teasing people. Dark kept harassing Six Alona about parking violations and driving issues. And of course she was perfectly fine, although very nervous with all the different people, everybody giving her instructions. So it was a lot of fun though. And that last day, I told you guys that we got to go, it got late. Everybody went off, did their own thing. And Lady and I got home. We got packed up. We actually, she tuned into a couple of live streams. We popped into different people's live streams. We ended up chatting with Pax Chat and saying, hi, it's us. We're still in Orlando, coming to you from Minecon. And so that was fun. And yeah. And Pac told on me, the last night we did it together, Lady and I did it together, but apparently I was sending him very, very late, rindy, very, very almost like drunk, tired, voicemails at night to tell him about the day in a very short voicemail. So he said, oh yeah, well she must be having fun because I keep getting rindy messages. That last night, Lady and I did it together. We're like, hi, Pac. Just because we could. And we ended up going over to Mihayu's and Ash. They had a townhouse or condo or something, and we were there, and Raymond was there, and Purple was there, and Kaiser was there, and Lucky was there, and people's families, and we were just hanging out. We had a great time. We had sushi, we had pizza, we had spiked milkshakes. We just had fun, and we told stories about Minecon, about ourselves, and we just had a hilarious time. I laughed so very much, and we realized that last day that, oh my goodness, there's a little bit of a miscommunication. I thought I would have a ride to the airport the next morning, but Six Alona was leaving Sunday night, and Dark was arranging for his ride a couple days later with Scott and Dyer and MC, and yeah, no luck for Honney. And of course we tried to arrange for a pickup from the hotel to get me there, but they were already full too. By the time we did it, it wasn't enough time. Well, I could have done it for like $60, and I'm like, no. So what we ended up doing was Kaiser, once again, was our hero, came to the rescue, and he said that he would come and get me the next morning, like at 5:30 in the morning, because my flight was like at 7:30, 8 o'clock, and we would stop. He would let me buy a little bit of gas and or buy him breakfast. We would have a little visit, and he'd get me to the airport. So the next morning, we exchanged phone numbers. Kaiser fell asleep. Poor guy fell asleep, and he was in such a panic. I'm like, it's okay. I don't want to pester you, but I'm kind of thinking you're not here. So he got there, and now we had an epic adventure. We totally skipped the breakfast. Like, all right, screw it. Sorry. We don't have time for that. We did get some gas, and thankfully I was able to pay for his gas. He would not let me do anything, but I kind of cheated, and I snuck in there and took care of it. I said I was going to go buy us some drinks, and he agreed to that, and I took care of the gas at the same time. So we were there, and we both had our phones and GPS to take us to the airport. Well, I wasn't worried about it. My phone's crappy anyway. He had GPS to the airport, no problem, and we go, and he lives in Florida. We go, and it takes us to like a military municipal airport, not the big airport. And there's like a security gate in the middle of nowhere. So now we're a little bit panicky. I try my phone, and it directs us to the exact same place. So we get back into the main road. He's very concerned. He's very upset. He doesn't want me to miss my plane, and I'm a little bit concerned too, to be honest. But there's not much I could do about it. Let's go. I should have made sure I had my arrangements. It was my fault completely. So, and all of a sudden, that $60 was looking really good. But we did end up going. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go on the freeway to the neighborhood I know, and I'm gonna go. And sure enough, he got us there. And we pulled up, and there was one. He was avoiding the toll roads. There was one toll road. He had no change. I had lots of change, but I had like put my purse in the. I was using the Minecon swag bag backpack stupid thing, and my purse with everything that I didn't absolutely need on me was packed, including the change. So we had to hop out of the car, go around to the back, pop the trunk, get out change, go forward, it was an exact change automatic thing. There wasn't like somebody to make change for you. Put the exact change in and scooch on down the road. Oh my goodness. It was like Chinese fireman game or something. It was absolutely crazy, but it was so much fun. We laughed through it. He kept feeling so bad, but he was so terrific the whole weekend. He did get me there on time. The line for security, oh my goodness, was absolutely phenomenal. But, I was the last person boarded again. But I got boarded, and they held me at security. I went through, I had my shoes off, I had everything in the thing. And at that one, you had to actually like stand and stick your arms out, and they did the whole like scan your body thing. Oh my goodness, it came up, it pinged for metal. Because of my bra. I had a front hook bra. Thank you very much. And so the lady with her gloves is like, hold on, she can't go through. And I turn around, I'm like, I'm sorry, what? And the next thing you know, she's running her hand right up my shirt and goes, she's fine, it's a bra hook. I'm like, okay. And I mean, like in one swift motion, it was like, look over there, you can see where it's hot. We have to check. Hello. Hello. She's like, okay, that's fine. You just had a lot of metal in the front. I'm like, okay, I suppose I could have been smuggling something in those puppies. Oh my goodness, it was so embarrassing. And I don't believe we just told that story because I wasn't going to do that. I should really plan these things out. So, anyway, I did make it on time, and this time I turned off my phone long before I got onto the airplane, and it didn't freak out, and it didn't, I put it on airplane mode and then shut it down, and it didn't freak out. It didn't do anything wrong this time. So when I got to, instead of going through Texas like I did on my way there, we went through New Jersey to go home. So when I got to New Jersey airport, I got to talk to Dawn on the phone, and I got to text everybody and tell them I'm good, we're on the way home. And there was a very short layover there, so I basically just ate. And it was awesome. I had like corned beef and nom noms and like mac and cheese. It was phenomenal. Really, really good. And I went from there on the plane, no problem. Got home, and Raymond had arranged, my daughter Nibby, one of my daughters Nibby was going to come and pick me up. But there was an issue. She had missed a day of work earlier that week where she got physically sick. And so she couldn't have that day off anymore. So instead of her being there to get me at like 2 p.m, she wasn't going to be able to get me until like 7 after she was off, or 7 or 8, until she was off work, and then drove all the way out to Kansas City. So when we had talked about that the night before, Raymond had said, hey, my wife, we already knew each other, we had met, my wife could probably drive you home, or you could hang out with her at least instead of sitting at the airport for 6 hours. So that was awesome. And sure enough, Mrs. Raymond, oh my goodness, I almost said your name, came and got me, and we went and picked up their kids, and got to visit with them a little bit. And then she took me all the way home and ended up visiting her sister, who is also in Topeka. So it was really incredibly nice. So thank you so much, Mr. and Mrs. Raymond, for the ride home. So that was a trip. That was everything. It was so exciting. It was so much fun. I absolutely adored every crazy jam-packed Gil moment. And now, if I've done everything right in editing, I am going to leave you with a series of pictures. So I hope you enjoy it. And I met so many great people. You're going to see Raymond, and you're going to see Mahayu. You're going to see all the names that I've already talked about. You're going to see the Bird Geek. You're going to see a bunch of the Mindcrackers. You're just going to see everybody. At least a lot of people, you know, OMG Chad and Dyer, and of course Lady and Six, and I hope you enjoy them. They mean the world to me. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed. Till next time. Bye. All right, this is the day of registration, our Minecon sign. This is the wall of televisions at the party. Oh my goodness. Nick. Chad. OMG Chad with his flaming red hair. Such a cutie. Dyer. The blurry one on the right would be dark. That's Seth. Oh. Doc M already surrounded by people. MC Gamer. That's Nebris. Good. Ganged. Just completely ganged. Zisto. Of course, Jenny B. Will with his Minecon 2013 tat. Oh, you've got Beef and Paw standing there. A candid moment with MC Gamer and the golf thing. Of course, all of the beautiful Minecon or Minecraft skins. That was Ginny. We've got the Mario for Seth Bling. Oh, I love these so much, B-dubs. Kurt. Jay Sano, he stood next to his for a long time too. Some of the pictures I took, of course MC, I actually couldn't get, you couldn't really see, it was just too dark. Badge. Oh, Pyro. I actually talked to him several times, but I didn't get his picture. Nebris, cheaty Nebris. BTC, blame the controller. Pause. You know, it was really hard to get a picture of that thing. There was always somebody all over it. Beef. 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 Good. Right by the kiosk for money that didn't work. Oh, that's my Ren in my bed. Rob and Dyer and MC Gamer. Dyer and... I'm sorry, that was Rob and Dark and MC Gamer. This is Dyer and Lady Onyx. 2 villagers. There are a lot of people dressed up like this. It was great. Hello, villagers. And they bowed to each other. Very stoic. This was our circle, MC Gamer and Six. This was our circle of friendship. Rob, of course, with Six again. Such a cutie. Oh, there's Neon Tiger and the Bird Geek and OMG Chad over there. Dark. That's where B-Dubs was setting, you know, the line. He ended up shifting a little bit to the right. That's where we, Rob got everybody directed to Seth Bling, who was coming to the circle. Again, B-Dubs forming his line just to the other side of the circle. There's Punkster, such a cutie. And there is King. They found me from my giggles. A creeper dress up. Oh, this was inside the convention itself. The Minecraft PvP area. That chick had the dragon. Oh my goodness. And then she'd pull a thing, and it'd flare out her tail and wings. Steve. There you go. Jinx. Oh my goodness. That was the name I couldn't think of. Of all things, not to remember Jinx. One of the murals. I believe this is a mural that they have at Mojang. Hello, cat. The framed pictures. More creepers dressed up. Just the little things that were on display. Various papercraft things. Oh, the kids were having such a great time with all the papercraft things. A little tiny piggy. There was a whole farm. Oh, it was so cute. There you go. The barn. And the cardboard horse. Little rooster up in the corner. There you go. That is Mihayu and Baj, and I believe Baj's wife. Okay, this was at dinner. There's Kaiser right there, Lucky at the far end. You saw Tibby, you saw Ray. Here's Mihayu and Ash, their beautiful children. Let the adventure begin. Oh, the Harry Potter train with the awesome conductor who was paid to just stand there and say, good evening, governor. The castle that's really dark, but you can't see how awesome it was. Totally blurry picture that I should not have had in this rotation. There's Jakosh! With his Jakosh head. And, of course, the Minecraft panel. Some of the pictures that I could try to make out of the guys. Gotta love the whole dino hat. That is Monsieur Apple from OC.TC. And he actually gave me a couple of shirts to bring home to the girls. The empty hall as everything was clearing out. That's the long hall that people found me from, my giggle. A bunch of the guys that worked there were just taking things down. Look at that. They were all on the little Segway things. There is Purple. She is so awesome. For a student of hers, she was looking for a YouTuber, Think Noodles, and she sat out there with her 2 daughters with signs trying to get this guy. Some of our dinner and our Nami Nami Shake. So there you go. That's it.